All right, what we want to do in this video is talk a little bit about something called the rest pattern. In the next video, we'll talk about the rest parameters, but here specifically, we'll look at the rest pattern. So I want to quickly revisit the destructuring assignment that we previously talked about. We're going to focus on arrays for right now, and then we'll get into the objects later on in the lesson. So I want you to notice what they've done up here. So they have a let with a, b, and then rest. Okay, so the variables that are declared up there. If you come down here, notice that when you do the destructuring assignment, you have A that's going to get the value of 10, you have B that's going to get the value of 20, and then you see the three dots. So dot, dot, dot with rest, okay? So this is going to be your rest pattern here, where basically it's going to take the elements 30, 40, and 50, okay? And it's going to condense it into an array for you. So when they console.log this rest guy here, you're getting an array, again, with 30, 40, and 50 in it. You can also come down here, and you can read more about it at the bottom of this page. You can see assigning the rest of an array to a variable. So when destructuring an array, you can unpack and assign the remaining part of it to a variable using the rest pattern. Okay, so another little example for you there. They just have A that gets assigned the value of 1, and then the rest, which is 2 and 3, gets put in an array for you. So when they console.log B, you get that array with 2 and 3 as the elements. Okay, so let's go to VS Code here, and let's look at a few little examples. So I'm just going to start with the spread operator, just so you can know the difference between the two. So again, with the spread operator, it does the exact opposite of the rest pattern, right? So it's going to expand from an array into its individual elements. With the rest pattern, it's going to contract, right? You're going to have the individual elements going to an array. So if I say something like const, let's say first array, like this, and let's say we just choose some simple values, so like 1, 2, and 3, okay? Let's do something like const, we'll do my spread array, something like this. I'm going to first grab the elements individually from the first array. So you're going to use the spread operator. So dot, 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 okay? Put the name of the array. So first array like this. Again, if you were to remove the three dots here, you would end up with a nested array. But because you're using the spread operator, it's going to grab these individually and put them in. So 1, 2, 3, it's just like you type that in there. And then comma, let's put some other stuff in here. So 4, 5, and then 6, okay? So we know from the last lesson what this gives us. Let's just quickly console.log this my spread array guy. So let me go ahead and run this. And you see it made a nice little array for you. So you have 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, and 6. All the elements are in there as expected. You don't have a nested array. So let me actually put a comment up here. And I'll put that this is the spread operator. Or you could say spread syntax, whatever you want to do. There's a million names for the same thing. And then here, let's go rest pattern. Some people call it the rest operator. Whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. So let's just make a second array. So I'll go const second array like this. And I'll put some numbers in here like 7, maybe 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12. Okay, so that's good enough. So let's come down here and maybe do some destructuring. So I'll go const. I'll do the first number, and then I'll do the second number. So I'm going to have 7 and then 8. And then I'll do dot, dot, dot. You could do rest. You could do other. You can call it whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to call it rest. And then I'm going to set this equal to. I'm going to use the array name up there, which is second array. Okay, and let's just console.log the first number, so first number, and I did first array, so first number, and then I'm going to copy this a few times. So let's come here and do the second number. So this would be the second number, and this guy I'm going to do the rest. Okay, so let's think about, before we go to the terminal, let's think about what's going to happen. And I'm just going to get rid of this one for right now, or actually we can leave it in there. So from this console.log on line 8, the first number is going to be 7. Okay, we already know that. Then from the console.log on line 9, the second number is going to be 8. Okay, everything gets matched up. This is the first, this is the first, this is the second, this is the second. Okay. Then this dot, dot, dot rest, it's taking the remainder of these elements, the 9, the 10, the 11, and the 12, and it's going to put it into an array for you. So you can think about this act as basically the reverse of the spread operator. Again, it's just being condensed into one array. All right, so let's pop open the terminal and let's go ahead and run this guy. So this guy is from above, right, where we made one array. So you see the first number was 7, the second number is 8, and then your rest, this is an array with the remaining elements of that array. It's 9, 10, 11, and 12 condensed into one array for you. Okay, let me wipe this and give you a fresh example. So I'm going to put this in the description so you don't have to worry about copying it. So here we're going to have a little pieContest. And you'll notice that what I have is a nested array. right? So basically you have a larger array, and inside you have the contestant name and their score. And it's already in order for us, so we don't have to worry about sorting or anything like that. So we have Jenny, that's first place, she got a 95. Betty, that's in second place, she got a 90, so on and so forth. So what I want to do here is a little bit of destructuring. So I'm going to go const. Let's say I want to know the first place winner, so I'm going to go first place, okay? And then I'll go second place. And maybe I even want the third place. That's typical, right? And then the rest of the people, maybe I'll just categorize them as others. So others, people who basically participated, but they didn't win, right? They weren't in first, second, or third. So let's put equals. I'm going to reference the array name, so the pieContest there, okay? And then maybe I'll just do a little console.log statement. So I'll just paste this in. I'll put this in the description for you again, so you don't have to worry about copying it. But basically we have the pieContest with a new line. You have your first place. And basically this first place guy here, remember, because this is a nested array, when you go inside of there, the first guy is an array itself, okay? So if I want to reference Jenny in this particular case, I need first place, which is an array, with square brackets and 0, right? That's going to give me the first element, which is Jenny. So the first place would be Jenny. The score would be, in this case, it's 95. We're referencing that with the square brackets with 1, okay? Then you have a little emoji for the first place. Then you have the same thing for second place and the same thing for third place. Okay, so let's pop open the terminal and let's run this guy. And I got a little reference error. It says third place is not defined. So let's go back, and it looks like I capitalized the T here. So let's go ahead and fix that. Let's return. So let me just clear this out real quick and we'll run it again. And so now we have our pieContest with the first place is Jenny, her score is 95. Second place is Betty, her score is 90. And the third place is Jacob, his score is 85. Now, maybe we also want to do something with the other people that participated. Maybe we want to, in some way, say, hey, this person participated with a score of whatever it is. So because we've put this into an array that's called others, I could use something like the for each method. So let me go ahead and do something like others.forEach, okay? Inside, again, I'm just going to use an arrow function. You can call this participant or person or element, whatever you want. It's just going to be each element of the array as you go through. So let's call it person, okay? And I'm going to use an arrow here, and then all I'm going to do inside of this guy, I'm just going to go ahead and say something like console.log. Remember, the element here, or the person in this particular case, is an array. If you go back, remember, this is nested. So we have this is 1, 2, 3. The first person is going to be this array here, okay? Which we're going to have Mary as the first element of that and 82 as the second element. So I can go ahead and say console.log. Let's put some backticks in here, and I'm going to go the element, okay? Or actually, this is person. So person with square brackets 0, and I'll say just participated. I have no idea if that's spelled correctly. I think it is. With a score of, and then $ curly braces, we'll do, again, person with square brackets and 1. Okay, so just something simple to say, hey, although they didn't place first, second, or third, they were in the contest. Here's our name, here's our score. Okay, so let's pop this back open and let's run it again. And so now you get the first place of Jenny with score 95, second place of Betty with score 90, third place with Jacob with score 85, and then you get your remaining participants, which were an array for you. So you have Mary, Owen, Becky, Nancy, Edward, Clyde, and then finally Beth. Okay, let me give you one other example with arrays, and then I will move on to objects, and then in the next video, I'll talk about the rest parameters. All right, so in some cases, you're going to want to use the spread operator with the rest pattern. Okay, so you're going to combine the two. So I have a simple little example here. Let me just paste these in here, and let me delete this little space. So on our first car lot, we're going to have a Honda Civic, a BMW M2, a Honda Pilot. On the second car lot, we're going to have a Toyota Camry, a Jaguar F-Type, and a Land Rover Defender. Now, let's say you're like a rent-a-car company, and you want to basically make a variable for the compact car, then one for the mid-size car, and then maybe an array for all the other cars. Now, the problem is here, if you want to maybe make an array out of this, so let's kind of set this up. We're going to go const, and we'll go let compact, and we're going to go mid-size like this, and then ... other cars. So a lot of things are going to come up here. You would really want to put this as an object, but we're not quite ready to do that yet. I'm just going to show it to you this way, even though it's quite inefficient. Okay, so I'm going to put equals. I'm going to put over here. I'm going to build a little array. I'm going to put my spread operator here, and then cars lot 1, okay? And then comma, ... cars. I need to make that lowercase, so cars lot 2. So think about what's happening here on the right-hand side. On the right-hand side, I'm building an array that's basically going to have Honda Civic, BMW M2, Honda Pilot, Toyota Camry, Jaguar F-Type, and then Land Rover Defender as the elements. Now, when you look at this destructuring assignment, it's going to look at the compact and it's going to say it's the Honda Civic. Then it's going to look at the midsize and it's going to take the BMW M2. Now, most of you know this is a sports car, so that's not going to work. So what I actually want to do is skip some stuff, right? That's where an object would be a little bit better, but we're not quite ready to do that yet. So let me put a comma in here. That would skip the BMW M2. Then let me put another comma in here. That would skip the Honda Pilot, okay? And then my midsize would be the Toyota Camry, which is correct. And my other cars would be the Jaguar F-Type, which is a sports car, and a Land Rover Defender, which is a sport utility vehicle. So let me go ahead and console.log. I'm just going to grab maybe the compact, the midsize, and then the other cars. Okay, so basically you're going to get the Honda Civic, the Toyota Camry, and then in other cars, you're going to get Jaguar F-Type and Land Rover Defender. So running this, we get what we expect, right? The Honda Civic, the Toyota Camry, and then the other cars as an array with Jaguar F-Type as the first element and Land Rover Defender as the second. When you come back here, you might notice that the BMW M2 and the Honda Pilot were left out of the other cars. When you put the rest pattern in, it can only grab the remaining elements. So if you skip stuff, it's not going to go in here. Okay, so that's why as we get further and further along, I'll show you better methods to do something like this. You would definitely want to use an object. So some things that might come up for you. Let me get rid of this real quick. And let me put this here. And then let me put this like this. I'll just put mid size like this. So what's going to happen is you're going to get an error because this always has to be the last guy in here when you set this up, okay? You can't start with this and then take a few and then come back. It doesn't work that way. So if you pop this open and we run this, you're going to see specifically that the rest element must be last element, okay? So let's go ahead and fix this. I'm going to put my mid size back and then put ... other. And then I'm just going to fix this temporarily. So I'm going to grab this guy right here, cut it away, put this in here, and then maybe grab this one, cut it away, and put that in here, okay? So that now we'd have the compact as the Honda Civic, the midsize as the Toyota Camry. And this is a fix for now, but in the real world, you'd want to do something different, okay? So what I'm going to do here, instead of this little simple console.log, let me go ahead and say something like console.log. And I'll say, maybe make a little sentence. We have a compact car option of, and then $ curly braces, we'll do the compact. Just make a nice little sentence. And then we'll put additionally, we'll say we have a mid-size option of, and then we will reference this mid-size guy. So put that in there. And then we also have the following other cars, okay? So let me put this and then maybe a new line. And then I'll do maybe like the for each method here. So other cars, which again is an array, dot for each. So for each. And then inside we'll do car. Okay, again, that's each element as I'm going through. And then I'm going to just console.log. I'll do $ curly braces, the car itself. Okay, so let's do that like that. Let's pop this open and let's run this guy. And I get another reference error. And I put other cars and it should be other. So let me get rid of this. So it's other that we want. So let's pop this back open and let's run it again. So now we have a compact car option of Honda Civic. Additionally, we have a midsize option of Toyota Camry. We also have the following other cars. So you've got your Honda Pilot, your BMW M2, your Jaguar F-Type, and your Land Rover Defender. All right, so lastly, let me give you an example where we're using this with objects. Again, I'm going to put this in the description for you. So we just have an object here with the name of applicant. So we've got a first name, a last name, an age, a job, a city, a state, years of experience, and then recommendations. Now, let's say I want to do the destructuring, and all I want to do is grab the person's first name and last name and have those in separate variables, okay? And then maybe all the rest of the stuff, so the age, the job, the city, the state, the years of experience, and the recommendations, I could put that in something else, right? So another object. So I'm just going to go, let me come down here a little bit. So I'm going to go const, and remember, you're going to open up some curly braces here. I'll go first name, which is the property name. If I want to rename it, remember, you can put a colon there. You can go applicant, maybe first name. Again, this isn't necessary. I'm just doing it so we get some practice. So let's come over here, put a comma. The other one I want is called last name. So again, you've got to reference that exactly. So last name, and we'll put a colon here to change the name. So I'm going to call it applicant we'll say maybe last name, something like that. And then the other information, you can just put it in another object, right? So I'm going to grab the age, the job, the city, the state, the year's experience, and the recommendations. So I'm going to go dot, dot, dot for the rest pattern, okay? And then I'm just going to say other information, like that. Okay, let's save that. And let's just console.log. Let's console.log the applicant first name. So applicant first name. And then I'll copy this and paste it 3 times. So I'll go ahead and do applicant, we'll go last name. And then for this one, I want other information. So let me just wipe this out completely and go other information like this. And basically what you're going to get here is the applicant's first name. So you're going to get Jamie. And then here, you're going to get the applicant's last name. So you're going to get Smith. So Smith. And then here, you're going to get an object basically that's going to contain the age of 29, the job of teacher, the city of Houston, the state of Texas, the years of experience, which is 5, and the recommendations of 3. Okay, so that's what that's going to give you there. So let's go ahead and pop open the terminal and run this. And it says missing initializer. And so what I forgot to do is set this equal to the name of the object, which is applicant. Okay, so applicant like this. Okay, so that will fix our error. So let's pop this back open and run it again. So now you get Jamie, okay, that was my applicant first name, and then Smith, which was my applicant last name. Remember, we printed those 2 to the console. And then this is your object with other information, right? So it's got the rest of the stuff. So the age of 29, the job of teacher, the city of Houston, the state of Texas, the years of experience of 5, and the recommendations of 3.